Good evening, everybody. Oh, y'all can hear me, right? Hope y'all can hear me. Can you hear me? All right. What up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness gang, to join the Witness Nation. Let's get into this, shall we? Hello, you guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be.
I'm Whitney. Keep it cute, get the boot.
Your girl, as whack as she is in all her glory, was in the New York Times. All right. Welcome back, you guys. Oh, now, disclaimer, all right, this platform discusses any and all information that has been made known to the public in any way. I am not a journalist, not yet, okay? I am a commentator. The views and opinions expressed in this video and on Whitney D TV's YouTube channel now do not necessarily reflect the opinion of Whitney D and Whitney D's YouTube channel. Now, all topics are for entertainment purposes only. Comedy, satire, TV, rated mature. Viewers' discretion is highly advised. All commentary is alleged, but very, very, very real. Welcome, everybody. Happy Tuesday to you. I pray that you guys are doing swell. Okay. Uh-oh. We're having a disconnect issue. Hold on, y'all. Let me try this again real quick. All right, whatever, child. Ain't nobody got time to be playing with Facebook. Anyways, you guys, welcome back. Welcome back, y'all. Happy Tuesday. All right, to another installation of Evidence Over Emotions. I tuned in with you guys early today. I took it down and I reposted. I'm sorry, y'all, but it was just a whole lot of crazy going on in this. It was a whole lot of crazy in this mother sucker, okay? And so I re-uploaded it or whatever, so for you guys' enjoyment, and cut out all the craziness that was going on prior to, okay? Not for nothing. Welcome to Evidence Over Emotions, okay? They call him Daddy too, okay? The John Doe's of R. Kelly series, okay? And we are tuned in every Tuesday for another read, child, of these transcripts that everybody just ignores when it comes to these men, okay? Where are you guys tuning in from? Make sure you place your city and or state in the chat so I'll know where you guys are tuning in from, okay? Make sure you keep it cute or you will get the boot, okay? Now, I see my mods are on flickety fleek, especially Katie in the building, okay? Now, if you like to join the greatest show, I mean, why not? You can do so by clicking the link that's located in the chat. All right. Now, if you would like to tip the hostess with the most, you can do so by sending me a Cashapp. Okay. And it does work. Ching. Okay. Now, my phone is dead. All right. My phone stay dead with my kids. Okay. But I will be appreciative on down the line and make sure to reply with a nice little heart emoji if you send me a Cashapp. Okay. And WhitneyD TV 87. All right. Now, if you have a tip or something that you want me to look into or look over. I mean, this series, I get a lot of my series this way by people sending me links and things to that nature to say, hey, check this out, and I do. Yeah, I really check out what you guys bring to me, okay? And so if you got a tip, you can send it to reviewswithWhitneyD@gmail.com, all right? Okay, all right, you guys, welcome. As I stated to they called him daddy too, the John Does of R.KELLY's Louis Richard R. Line Jr. are what we are fastly approaching the close out of these transcripts. And then we're going to head on over to the second guy that you see over there. Okay, nephew, okay? And we're going to hear his testimony. We're going to hear about these John Does that nobody's really talking about, okay? We still stuck on these damn text messages. And why are y'all acting like these text messages are new? Y'all, didn't I tell y'all? How many of you guys remember me telling y'all that it seems like us YouTubers hit the ish first and then the mainstream media? Didn't I tell y'all that? Prime example. These text messages are old. So old that I debunked them a long time ago. Catch up. Anyways, okay, don't worry. I'm working on that exclusive interview with the parents. But anyways, okay, not for nothing. We are fastly approaching the end of these transcripts to be able to go into the continuation of Illinois. That's where we at, okay? While y'all still back there in New York, this man done been indicted, convicted, and sentenced. And we are still some way, shape, or form in New York still. I mean, Illinois is next month. Anyways, but as we're reading these transcripts from Illinois, we know why they are still in New York, because these 6 minors aging from the youngest to 12, oldest to 16, I will be stuck on New York too, okay? But nonetheless, okay, we're here to bring evidence over emotions. We ain't tape on these parents because they don't piss us off or what have you, okay? We about real evidence, okay? And money trail, paper trail, okay? That's what we talking about over here, all right? Now, you got a lot of channels that'll tickle your fancy, okay? Not over here, okay? Show us some evidence, okay? Not no damn dildo deals that went south, okay? Or some fake ass text messages. All right. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all stop coming to me. All right. Anywho, okay. Like I said, I get a lot of stuff that comes to me, y'all, and it's hot, child. This is the reason why these videos have been short, child. All right. I done did a tour to y'all, let y'all know my set is outside in the garage, and it is the state of Texas, y'all. 96 degrees right now. Okay. And it's 7:30. Okay. Yeah. But anyways, I got to pay some bills before we get into everything. Shouts out to Fashion Nova. I got they tie up shirt and it says home girl. Okay. Home girl. All right. And, the beat always going to be brought to you by Shazazz Creations. I got San Antonio lashes on from Louis Z Boutique. All right. And Shea Michelle Cosmetics. I have the Lippy in Noray, which is black. All right. Okay, and I did the beat myself. Okay, all right, and I don't have my Suja right now, but that's what I'll be sipping on my sister. Actually, my Suja, sipping on my sister, sipping on my Suja. Okay. So not for nothing, y'all. Shouts out to all my brand affiliates. Make sure that you guys check in the description box for more information. Okay. But let me go ahead and get to these comments so we can get into the real Holyfield. Okay. I'm gonna need YouTubers announcement. PSA. All right. Can we stay focused? All right. Can we stay focused? That's all I'm gonna say. You know who you are and what you are about. Stop being agents of chaos and focus. All right. Okay. I see a lot of my little subscribers indulging on the craziness. We done already went through this, y'all. Okay. Stop allowing people that are late, okay, to get you off rail. Okay. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know the truth. Y'all know the facts. Y'all know the tea. And I tried to warn y'all. Okay. So just putting that like that and leaving that like that. I ain't gonna talk about it no more. Okay. Because this ain't new. Ain't nothing new. All right. Katie in the building with her beautiful 3 purple hearts. Thank you. Priscilla. Hey, Priscilla Pie. Hey, honey bunches. Yes. This material is protected by fair use clause of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowing the rebroadcast of copywritten materials for the purpose of commentary, entertainment, and education. Okay. Now, all comments and opinions expressed are alleged and for entertainment purposes solely. PSA announcement. Please, hear ye. Arrive and remain respectful or depart embarrassed, okay, by being removed. Thank you. All right. Hey, Angela in the building. She says, hello, everywhere. Hello, honey. Hello. California love. California in the building. Southern California. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in, okay? All right, y'all. Without further ado, okay, we're going to go ahead and get into what I bring to you guys every Tuesday, okay? And it is they called him Daddy too. The transcript reading of the John Doe's of R.KELLY, okay? Because we tend to forget that there were boys involved in this abuse by R.KELLY. So let's get into it, you guys. Welcome. Yeah, I'm live.
Are you talking to me?
I was doing my intro. I'm muted right now, though. Hey, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. So anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this read. To be honest with you, this is going to be kind of boring. I'm not even going to lie to you, okay? Because I was reading over it, trying to prepare. I was just like, oh, my God. Cannick, the mechanic, was piss poor, okay? In regards to trying to do his job, which I look, he was trying. Katie said, hey, hubby. Cannick did his job trying to kind of, in a sense, expose, I guess, the witnesses or whatever. And child, you finna hear it. It's just a lot of back and forth, and you said, and no, you didn't, and I said, and I don't recall. It's a lot of that, okay? But we gotta get through the transcripts, okay? So we can get on to net view, okay? So let me go ahead and share my screen. I warned you, okay? I warned you. So if you want to just put me on in the background, go ahead and fix the kids' dinner, okay? Go ahead and just chill, max, and relax. You can do so, okay? But you've been warned, all right? It is a little, but it's informative, okay? All right? Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen. It ain't going to be long, y'all. I'm not going to hold y'all long, okay? At all, all right? Boom. We left off on page 105, all right? Oh, child, sorry. Let me put this solely on the screen. There we go. Okay. All right. So, yes, as I was saying, we left off, on 105, okay? Nothing really informative. Cannick tried to debunk what Lewis had to say, Okay. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. Okay. Lewis is sticking to his guns. This man knows that he needs to tell the truth to be able to basically go get what he got. From what we heard this year, he got off. Okay. He got off his bribery charges. He didn't have to serve any time or anything like that because of his cooperation. Okay. And so you gonna see Cannick the mechanic try his due diligence to try to make Lewis fumble the bag, but baby, he kept at it, child. So let's go ahead and get into this read. Sorry, y'all, I muted myself. Okay, all right. Hope you guys can hear me loud and clear. Let me go ahead and put this banner down at the bottom so everybody will know what we are reading. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's get into it, chill. The judge, you are withdrawing that last question? McKenna said, yeah. Not yes, ma'am. Not yes, Your Honor, but yeah. So Cannick goes on to ask Lewis, now you testified and told us about your being arrested on a robbery here. Am I correct? He said, yes, sir. Now, when you were arrested on the charges, were you incarcerated after being arrested? He said, no. Cannick said, you were not? You were never incarcerated? He said, no. Cannick said, never went inside the jail? He said, oh, I did, yeah. When you say incarcerated, I thought you mean sentence. Cannick said, no. When you were incarcerated after your arrest, you were incarcerated for how long of a period? He said, maybe a couple of hours. And then you were released? He said, yes, sir. And did you start cooperating on the date of your arrest? He said, yes. Okay. All right. So what had happened was, all right, what I'm thinking is that he let them know, look, okay, how can I avoid staying any longer in this situation? Okay. Well, in order to get out of this situation, we need you to be honest with us. We need you to cooperate with us. We need you to tell us a few things. All right. We need you to cooperate. And in exchange for your cooperation, we will lessen the charge. We will, as we heard earlier, we will give you an opportunity to be able to get a lesser sentence or to get a letter from the government in saying that, hey, he cooperated, tread lightly in his sentence. Again, in no way, shape, or form, him telling the truth was going to get him off the hook. Let's be very clear. That's not what this was about. It was solely about his cooperation and having a quite possibility of being able to have a lesser lengthier sentence. Okay. All right. So let's continue. And that cooperation pretty much got you a bail. He said, I don't know. But you got a bail. He said, yes, sir. And you never went into a federal facility? He said, yes, I was in the facility. You were in the facility for about 2 hours, right? He said, I believe so, yes. Never spent the night in there? He said, no. But you are facing 15 years. He says, yes. And you are hoping that you won't see 15 minutes of jail. Am I correct? He said, that's my prayer. I think they meant 15 years of jail because, court reporter got that wrong, but I concur. That's your prayer. Now, you testified earlier on direct examination that there was a time that you went to visit Robert. Ooh. And Robert was the person who came and let you into the gate because there was no security there. He said yes. Okay. Do you remember in another interview with the government, 3 of 10, you told them that Candy, who worked for security for Kelly, was at the gate? He said, I told them that she normally always at the gate. In that meeting, that conversation you had with the government on that particular day, regarding this supposed encounter that you had with Robert, you told them that Candy, who worked security for Kelly, was at the gate. Normally, Candy would be the one to get in touch with Kelly and then open the gate. However, Kelly was the one who opened the gate for you on this occasion. So here in that meeting with the government, you told them that Candy was in fact at the gate that day. Ms. Giddy's objection, the judge overruled. You don't remember that? He says, I said that she's at the gate. She normally always opened the gate. That's correct, but she did not open the gate on that day. He said, well, in your testimony earlier to the jury, you told them that no one is at the gate. You called Robert and Robert came and Robert was the person who opened up the gate. Do you remember telling us that? He just repeat. Okay. He says yes on that date, But my question to you is, do you recall telling the government during an interview that Candy, who worked security for Kelly, was at the gate? Ms. Giddy's objection, the judge overruled. Is that what you said, that she was at the gate and then she let you in? The witness. No, she was not at the gate. Ms. Cannick, I'm going to show him. The judge, can you just tell me what page? Mechanic, 3 of 10. The judge, okay. 35. Ms. Gideon, it's 3,500. Exhibit number 9. The judge, okay. Ms. Gideon, page 9, page 3. Cannick goes on to say, I direct your attention to the highlighted portion. I will point it to you to speed it up. He says, I said, normally Candy would. It says, normally Candy would. Woo, child. That Cannick, I tell you, he tried his best. Bless his little heart. Okay? And that's why I just don't understand why people were gaslighting this whole experience of Cannick. Like, this man was a G or something, like, oh, he just got caught people stumbling and fumbling, and he didn't. He didn't. He did not. He didn't. He just kept telling them what they supposedly said. And it either wasn't accurate or they were right. Anyways, child, let me go on. Candy said, just correct me if I'm reading this incorrectly, okay? Candy, who worked security for Kelly, was at the gate. He says, I read that correctly, didn't I? He answered, when it says normally, is when normally will get in touch with me. Yeah, but you say here that she was at the gate. Ms. Giddy's objection. She was not at the gate. The judge, whatever the objection is overruled. Now, Ms. Cannick goes on to ask his question. Now, you testified and told us that this encounter at the McDonald's where Robert inquired about a certain young lady, you said Robert gave you 2 pieces of paper. Do you remember telling us that? He said, yes. The judge, Mr. Cannick, I'm sorry to interrupt. I don't know how much longer you have, but we have a break coming up whenever is a convenient time. Mr. Cannick said this will be a convenient time. Just a convenient time. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take our break. Please don't talk about the case. I will see you in a few minutes. Okay. The court deputy says, "All rise." The jury exits. The judge says, "Okay, everybody can sit down. You can take the witness out." Judge goes on to say, "Okay, anything before we break?" Ms. Cannick says, "No, not for me." The judge says, "Okay, so we'll see you in a few minutes." And likewise goes for me, you guys. We're going to take a quick little break, okay? And I'm going to, hey, Nanya, hey, honey bunches. I'm going to get my whistle cleared. Hey, little boss lady, okay? Y'all grab a snack and come on back, okay?
Suja, meaning long, beautiful life, embodies the promise that flows from the cold-pressed beverages it delivers in each and every bottle. Now today they carry on their founder's mission to get the best quality organic and non-GMO beverages into as many hands as possible. Now I am happy to say I am one of those hands. Yes, I'm Whitney D of WhitneyD TV, and I am a proud ambassador of Suja Juice. I love personally their vibrant probiotic juice, and their immunity elderberry shots got me and my family through the roughest times of COVID-19. Now, if you want to find a quick and resourceful way to take on all of your vitamins and nutrients, try sujajuice.com. Visit the description box down below to get more information and let them know that Whitney D or WhitneyD TV sent you. Bye.
Sujajuice.com, okay? And you can actually pick up this juice at any of your retail stores, Walmart or Whole Foods. I am a brand ambassador, okay? Sujajuice.com, okay? Hey y'all, welcome back. I hope you guys were able to grab you guys something to drink and something to snack on. Hold on, y'all. See a little buffer. I forgot to lock us in. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and get back into it. Okay. All right, continues. The clerk, all rise. The judge, everybody can sit down. So, are we ready for the witness? Mr. Fernell says yes. The judge, let's get the witness. The judge, all right, and let's get the jury. You can sit down until they come in. It takes a few minutes. The witness or Lewis says, "Thank you." The clerk says, "All rise. You may be seated." Judge says, "All right, folks, we are ready to resume with the cross-examination by Mr. Cannick. Go ahead." Mr. Cannick goes on to say, "Yes, thank you, Your Honor." Just as the witness is reminded he's still under oath. He says, "Yes, ma'am." Cannick goes on to say, "Now, you testified and told us that normally Candy or some other security officer would be at the gate whenever you went to Robert's home." Lewis answer says, "Like I said previous, I said normally, she would be at the gate." Well, the question is a little different this time. When you would go to his home, there would be security at the gate. He says, "Yes." And the security, they would take your ID, would they not? He said, "No." He said no. Let's highlight that. Never asked you for your ID? He said no. Why is that of any importance? For all you Negrats and Negroes, okay? And on the other side and over here too, because y'all like to switch up. He did not do a due diligence of knowing how old these kids were coming into his home. Okay. Now I don't know, okay, if y'all been paying attention to these kids nowadays, okay. I know a child when I see one. I don't care how much gold tea they got. I don't care how big her booty is, how voluptuous her breast is. A kid is a kid, right? And everybody in mom was like, well, he took ID. He clearly he did not. Okay, he did not. All right. They never took your ID? No. Never asked for your ID? No. Even the first time you went there? No. No. Not even the first time. No. And the first time you went there, according to you, you went with your mother and your stepfather. He said, correct. Okay, do you know whether or not they took whether or not they gave the security ID? He said, I don't believe so. Now, what about a non-disclosure agreement? You never signed one of those either? He said, I believe so. You believe that you signed a non-disclosure agreement, but you never gave them your ID? He said, no. Okay. So when was it that you believed that you signed the non-disclosure agreement? So I'm sorry. What was it? When was it that you believed that you signed a non-disclosure agreement? He says, when I went to that first party. Okay. And the second time you went there, you didn't sign a non-disclosure, nor did you give an ID? He said, no. But Cannick or some other person from security was at the gate. Am I correct? He said, correct. Now, when you went there, the first time you testified and told the jury that it was in the Christmas season. He says, yes. And you saw a huge Christmas tree. He said, correct. And that it was cold. Y'all heard this nonsense? It was cold. Was it not? There was a picture on the wall. Was it not? It was green. Wasn't it? I mean, come on. Whew. It was cold out, yes. And you recall the Christmas tree, though, right? He says, yes. Now, when you first met Robert, according to you, you were 16 years old. He said, I believe about 17. You believe you were 17? He says, yes. Okay. Isn't it a fact that you told the government that when you had one of those meetings with him, that you were 14? He said, I was getting the date as the time went on. I got the dates correct. So the answer to my question is yes. Not for sure. Not for sure. So you don't, as you sit here today under oath, you have no recollection as to if you told the government during one of those meetings that you was 14 in the first meeting with Robert? He said, no. I just remember trying to get the age right and the timing right. Do you have a recollection of telling them on one occasion that you were 16 and on another occasion that you were 14? He said it's possible, which again did not tell you people in the back this. That's why y'all up here, oh, she lied. Oh, they caught them in and out of lies. And they just, no, dingies. This happened years and years and years ago for some. It happened recent for some of them. And it was very traumatic. And they had to recount all of it. They weren't getting caught in lies. It was getting they stories together. And this is a prime example. And he up here saying all this ridiculous stuff before. I would get all fumbled and crumbled too. I'm like, what? Anywho. It's possible. Did the government tell you at that meeting that if you were to make a false statement to them, that's a federal offense? He said yes. Now, what was the young lady's name that you said that worked with you at McDonald's? He said Dominique. The one that Robert was trying to get you to hook him up with? Oh, what was the lady name from the first time I met? Yes. Valerie. Do you recall telling the government that the lady's name was Violet? Oh, my God today. Oh, Lord. Okay, Cannick. Oh, so this, oh, Lord. So this was y'all Cannick mechanic? Said Violet, and it was Viola. Are you kidding me? Probably. It doesn't matter to you what you told them, right? Miss Gideon's objection. Justice sustained. Kenny goes on to say, well, you will acknowledge that Valerie and Violet are two separate names, two different names, right? He said, correct. As you sit here today, do you have an independent recollection as to what name you told them? He said, on which occasion? That's a good question. I will show you. Isn't it a fact that, Cannick, Mr. Cannick, page 206. Miss Giddens, which number is it? 206. Isn't it a fact that you told the government during one of those meetings that he asked you if you could get Violet's number for him? That's what you told the government, right? That's correct. That's what's on this paper. And you made the Valerie up when you came here today. Am I correct? Ms. Giddens' objection, the judge, he did what? He made it up. Is that the question? Is that the question is? Ms. Cannick, yes. The judge, did you make that up when you said Valerie? The witness says no. Ms. Cannick said, where did you get the name from? He said, as I said, the more we talk about it, the more everything is coming back to me. And that makes perfect sense. Now, you told the government at some point in time that Mr. Kelly, withdraw, what's your date of birth? February 11th, 1989. February 11, 1989. You told the government that when you were about 17 or 18 years old that Kelly recorded you okay, in one of those encounters that you told us about on an iPad? Do you remember telling us that, telling the government that? He said, yes. Now, when you were 17 years old, that would have been in 2006. Am I correct? He said, correct. And if you were 18 years old, it would be 2007. Am I correct? He said, correct. And you told the government that when you were one of those ages, Kelly recorded you on an iPad in the sexual encounter. He said, correct. Are you aware that the iPad was not released until 2010? He said, are you saying that I said it happened in that period of time? Or you said one of the encounters? It happened on one of the encounters. It had to happen in 2007 or 2006. Isn't it a fact that you told the government that as you got older and was 17, 18, Kelly recorded you on iPads at 17 and 18? He said, I remember at the beginning, it was on the camera. And then eventually, iPads. Mind you, you guys, okay? Let's do some calculations here, okay? Now, if Lewis is around to be able to potentially bribe R.KELLY, what time of years is this? Okay, all right, this is recent, okay? He was involved with R.KELLY up until the point that this fool went to jail. Let's be very clear. So he's basically saying, I didn't lie. I've been involved with this man. And one of the counters was on the iPad. Ooh, nice try, Cannick. Nice try. Nice try. Close but no cigar. No, that's not my question. My question is, isn't it a fact that you told the government that when you were 17 and 18, Kelly recorded you on an iPad or on iPads at that time? He said, not for sure. Kelly says, well, see if this refreshes your recollection. Where my thumb is, just read there and see if it refreshes your recollection that you told the government that when you were 17 and 18 years old, Kelly recorded you on iPads in sexual encounters. He said, I see it. Cannick said, you see it? It's written there, right? He said, yes, sir. And again, when the government told you that it's a lie to make a false statement to a government official, your attorney was there. Am I correct? The judge says, I think you mean it was a crime to make a false statement. Ms. Cannick, oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. The judge says, do you understand the question? Lord says, can you rephrase it? Cannick says, when the government told you during those sessions that you met with them, that you had to be truthful because it was a crime to tell a lie to a federal official. Your attorney was there, right? Over 100 devices in the building. Says, hey, Whitney, chat. What up, honey bunches? Welcome. He answered, he wasn't there the first time I got locked up. And they asked me questions. Was he there the second time? He said, I believe so, yeah. And the first time you were there was no lawyer with you. He said, no. Ms. Gideon said, objection. The judge is overruled. I mean, he said no. Next question. But the government did tell you that you had to be truthful to them. Am I correct? Lord says yes. Now, you were asked a short while ago about if Kelly did anything whatsoever to help your musical career. Do you remember that? Being asked that question? He said, yes, sir. Now, you testified and told us that there came a point in time that you went to Kelly's house, a home, and he had some beats for you. Am I correct? He said, yes. He played a beat and you performed the beat. He said he had me record on the beat. Right. And afterwards, he told you that you need to learn how to sing and rap. Did he not? He said, yes. And you told the government that, right? He said, yes. Question. Now, after how long have you been at your music career? He says, since I'm about 15, 16. He said, have you recorded a song? He said, yes. What's the name of the song? Lord said, new songs, old songs? He said, any song. Any song? Yes. That you've recorded. He said, do the dash. Do the dash. Yes, sir. And is that something that someone can buy, or is that just something you recorded on a tape? Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Sorry about that, y'all. There it go. It's Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Okay. All right. Sorry, y'all. I'm back. Yes, sir. And is that something? Okay, I read that part. Hey, Nunya says, you can buy it. You can buy it? Okay, under what name? Ms. Kitty says, objection. The judge said, let's not do that. Cannick said, did you have a recording company that you were working with? He said, no, just producers. Who is the producer? He said, I don't remember. So you made a song. You had a producer, but you don't remember the name of the producer? He says, you are talking recent producer? What did I tell y'all? This old 1919 stuff. These people got to recall these things, okay? Yes, y'all. Like Katie says, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and share this video. Don't forget to press the notification bell, set it to all so that you don't miss out, okay? Thank y'all for tuning in. We're almost wrapping this up, I promise you. You're talking recent producer? Do the dash. Who is the producer? Is it okay to call people's name out? Who is the producer of Do the Dash? The judge says, may I just see the lawyers without the court reporter just for a moment? Ms. Cannick comes back. I almost finished, Your Honor. The judge says, sure. He goes on to ask, you testified earlier that there was a meeting that Mr. Kelly had at the Trump Towers where you and another individual attended. He says, yes. How old were you when that occurred? He said, I'm not sure. Well, wait a minute. You said it happened in 2018. 2018, I believe I said, when I wrote the letter in the hallway, Justice, is that the time you are talking about when he wrote the letter in the hallway? Cannick said, let's go with that one. Justice, do you remember when that was? He says, it had to be in 2019, sometime at the beginning of 2019. You said you are 31 now, right? He said, didn't say, just 32, right? 32 now. And how many years had passed since 2019? He said 2. Ooh. Yummy. Hey, Mary Blue. Hey, Monica. Are y'all hearing this? What I tell y'all? I said, because Azriel is, we're just not hearing about Azriel and all this stuff, right? And for him to be trying to bribe her, she's a current chick. You know what I'm saying? But here, looky. So he basically got Louis to write this letter while he's married with kids. Ooh, allegedly. I'm going to say alleged. But according to the timeline, it couldn't have been no other way. I'm just saying, am I right about it? 2019, y'all, just some years ago. And he was in the hallway of the Trump Towers. And, oh, come on, somebody. Y'all getting this together? He was trying to have this boy write the letter for the New York trial. I bet. Ooh. Wow. You see when you read? Wow. Wasn't nobody talking about that? Right. Over 100 devices recently. Girl. Come on, ladybugs and boo bears. I'm just saying. Yikes. He was trying to cover his behind for this current trial. Yikes. He said you would have been 30 years old, right? He said, yes, sir. And according to you, he called you over, told you that you had to write this letter. And you are a grown man at that time. Am I correct? He said, yes, sir. 30 years old. He said, yes, sir. And according to you, you did. He said, yes, sir. Let me run that back for the people in the back that keep acting as if y'all don't understand what this man is capable of doing and what he's capable of having the next person do. Let's run that back. "30 years old." He said, yes, sir. And according to you, you did it. Yes, sir. At 30 years old, he was capable of having this man write a whole dummy letter about, they're trying to allege that we're sleeping together. We're not sleeping together. I never slept with you. Why do it matter when this boy is now in his 30s, married with kids? Let me figure this out. Because he got some tapes on him. Let's go. And that's what caused him to reach out to Azriel to bribe her. Come on, somebody. But is this in a transcript? Is this talked about? No. because you got to do your due diligence of not just taking stuff for face values. So again, let me say this to the people in the back. Y'all need to let those text messages go. It's always more to it. And like I told y'all on me breaking down and debunking those text messages, Asriel had access to her mother's phone. And at this present time, she was willing to do whatever it took. And the minions that he had around him, the enablers around him, as we heard, he didn't care how it got done. So we can sit up here and keep talking about some damn singing dildos that didn't happen. Or we can hold the person that's really accountable, and that's this man right here. I'm tired of hearing how people selling their kids. This man bought them. It's no way around it. This man, this monster, was manipulative. So much so, he had the ability to get a 30-year-old man from his wife and kids to sign some fraudulent document. And you don't think he's capable of doing something else? More sinister? Oh, no. No. We have selective outrage. We have selective amnesia. No, he could. Nope. But his history shows his paper trail. 30 years old, and brought him out of the comfort of his own home to sit in the hallway to write a freaking letter? But no, he's not capable of doing anything else. I'm just about keeping the same energy. And if you don't like it, go over there. I keep the same energy. Let's continue. Okay. Now, the time that you and this other person that you identified in the photograph earlier had the meeting where he was trying to, according to you, repair the relationship between the two of you. How old were you then? He says, I'm not sure, sir. Not sure. Do you remember what year that was? You want an estimate? He said, what year did it occur? He said, I don't remember. And you don't remember how old you were? He said, no, sir. But you were a grown man. He said, yeah, sir. Do you hear this, people? I don't know if y'all remember how this situation occurred, but it occurred by way of these two boys. Let me get this off the screen. These two boys, okay, were friends. And he had them meet up with him solely for the purposes of getting in their behinds, but I concur. So he tried to mend their relationship because they weren't talking. They weren't at odds, but time went by, right? So he was trying to have them mess with each other, if you recall this situation. And Lewis was like, I don't want to do that. That's my friend. So he made Lewis go to the restroom while he continued to mess with nephew over here. You just heard Lewis say that he was a grown man. Are y'all following me? You get what I'm saying? Okay, Monica. Okay, right. Interesting. Okay, let's keep it. So your king just got out of some booty hole. Okay, you just got out of that one over there. Whoop, whoop. Just got up out of that one. All right. Now, if I'm not sure, y'all can recollect my memory, but I could have sworn after he tapped his booty, okay, after he played in the bussy, he came over here, and I think he did something to Lewis. I think he topped him off, but something happened when he came out that restroom. But remember, Lewis said he saw them in the act. This was recent. I know. Ain't that what we just read? Okay, let me go back to it. Do you remember what year that was? You want an estimate? What year did it occur? I don't remember. And you don't remember how old you were? No, sir. But you were a grown man. Yes, sir. And basically, these encounters that you told us about, they, according to you, happened when you were a grown man. Some of them. Yes, sir. Interesting enough. Again, I stress the fact of the matter that he's married with kids. Getting his little Johnson messed with by the kind of R&P. Now, lastly, you were asked about that. You are still pursuing your music career by the government. Have you had anything released that made any of the charts? No, sir. Anything released that received any sales? Yes. Yes. Which was that? Bare minimum. Beg your pardon? Bare minimum, like maybe 150. Bare minimum. 150 streams or something like that. And what's the name of the song, Miss Kitty's? Objection. Just as I will sustain it. What year was it released? This year. And you had, Miss Kitty, nothing, Your Honor, the judge. Sorry, what did you say? Oh, you're done. I was about to ask a question, but I don't need to know. The judge says, all right. Any redirect? Miss Kitty, yes, Judge. On cross-examination, you were asked about certain statements contained within a report that defense counsel showed you that reference Candy. Do you recall reading that report? Yes. Okay. And I am showing the witness only what report 3500D, page 3 of 10. And on cross-examination, you were asked about your testimony that on that occasion where you met the defendant in that detached garage where that first sexual encounter with the defendant occurred. You know, who was the individual who let you in that day? Who was the individual who let you in that day? R.KELLY. And normally, who was the individual who let you in? He said Candy, the security guard. Yes. And directing your attention to page 3 of 10, does it say normally Candy would let you in? However, on this occasion, Kelly was the one who let you in? He says yes. Just as you testified. He says yes. you were asked about your participation in that bribery that led to your arrest. Now, do you recall those questions? Says yes. Were your telephone, how did you communicate with the individual the potential witness that you offered money to? He said on the phone. And did you understand that those phone conversations were all recorded? He said, can you ask that one more time? I'm sorry. She said, sure. Did you understand at the time when you had the phone conversations, did you know those conversations were being recorded? He said, no. Now, did you later learn that the government was recording each of those conversations? He says, yes. And that the individual that you offered money to was cooperating with the government when you offered money to her? He says, yes. Now, on cross-examination, you were asked about a book deal. Do you recall those questions? He says, yeah. That wasn't a book deal for yourself, correct? He said, correct. You weren't going to publicly disclose what the defendant did to you when you were 17 years old in that book deal, were you? He said, correct. You were asked on cross-examination about the particular device that was used to record sexual encounters between you and the defendant. Do you recall those questions? He says, yes. And how long how have you known the defendant? Says, I believe 15, 16 years. Now, if y'all do the math, that's up until his current age. Okay? Clearly, he just got up out his booty, okay? Based off of him saying that meeting was when he was a grown man. And he probably, I don't recollect, because his wife is probably like, Ninja, really? Yeah, I don't relate. I know I was a grown man though. I don't recall. Yeah, you better not recall. Yeah. And did he use different devices over those 15, 16 years to record sexual encounters with them? He said yes. And what types of devices did he use? He said camcorder or iPad. And do you recall the particular date on which he used a camcorder or an iPad? He said no. Fair to say you just remembered that they were recorded. He says yes. And do you recall the order in which he used those two devices, the camcorder and then the iPad? He said, I just know the camcorder, that period came before the iPad. Which one was first? The judge says, you have to just keep your voice up. He answered by saying the camcorder came before the iPad came. She said, so first he used the camcorder, and then later on he used the iPad. He said, correct. And we're going to stop there. Now, I don't know if y'all noticed, but she's basically what they did in court while everybody was over here singing praises of these victims being caught in lies when prosecution did what they were supposed to do. But if you listen and use your thinking caps, the government will come back and re-ask the same questions as the prosecution did. As the defense did, and will clarify it. Okay? That's why I wasn't up in arms when they kept saying, this testimony, because the defense did what they needed to do. They tried to mess up the prosecution's case. But if you notice, when she redirected him, went off without a hitch and gave clarity. He didn't stumble or fumble over anything. See, what y'all got to understand is that when you say something, you're going to be held accountable on that stand for what you said. Either you're going to prove it to be so, or they're going to prove you to be a lie. Now, see, that's why everybody was running with this whole theory about, oh my gosh, you know, this person Geronda got caught in lies back to back and stuff like that. No, she got caught up. But when redirected and held accountable for what she just said, as you guys saw, he got held accountable for what he just said. And they made the questions more direct. It wasn't, no, the sky was purple that day, wasn't not, but you said it was blue. I said it was right here. Did you have sex with R.KELLY? And it's just like, wait, what? Oh, wait, the sky. I'm going to end this video with this because I know, again, these stupid text messages are constantly resurfacing, right? And I want y'all to really go catch up because I already covered all of this and I showed y'all. And I didn't have any direction from the Clarys in any way, shape, or form. I just used my comment and my sense, okay? And I looked into the transcripts and I listened. And I broke it down, y'all. Let me find that link. Okay, let me see if I can find that link. Or one of my mods, if y'all can just go search on my page in regards to the text messages. Let me see if I can do it real quick. And again, okay, don't at me, okay, because I'm gonna hurt your feelings, okay? I am not here to validate anybody. But what we're not going to do is we're not going to sit up here and keep putting our feelings and stuff, okay? Hold on. Okay, there you go. I found it. Okay, I'm going to put this link, okay? I'm going to put this link in the chat. I got it. Okay. There it go right there. Okay. I get it. Okay. And I don't know why people are thinking that people got special messages. No, y'all, these are all the same messages. Okay. It's just resurfacing. You want to know why? Because Illinois is about to slap the out of R.KELLY. That's it. It's called deflection. And you guys are feeding right into it. We told y'all this. How long ago is this video? Let me go back into, you know, my Rolodex. When did I post this video? Let me pull it up. You know. I posted this back in March. We did. Y'all playing right into the media. Do y'all notice how when they want y'all to talk about something, stuff happen? When they want to talk about race, oh, they're going to show you a cop doing something to a black man. Oh, come on, somebody. When they want to talk about, right, a baby, right, they're gonna throw stuff out there like, you know. This is old. This old. This even before March. What are we talking about? I decided to start talking about it in March because we finally heard from the government and they didn't give a darn about those fraudulent text messages either. You want to know why? I'm just going to wrap this up in a bow. Because you got to understand, and I keep telling y'all this, you got to know that the defense knew what the government had. Just as well as Judge Donnelly was fair in saying, y'all, if y'all talk about this, it's going to open the door to this. Don't do that. Tread lightly. If they really brought those text messages out, they would have had to put the parents on the stand. And on the contrary, while y'all are on this bandwagon yet again about the Clarys, some truth would have came out. Some real receipts would have came out, and it would have effed up the whole case. See, y'all got it twisted. Y'all thinking that they were gung-ho to get R.Kelly, so they got the parents on the side. Babies, how ignorant is that? That as we're reading Illinois, the parents are on the indictment. Why are y'all letting these YouTubers bamboozle y'all and play with y'all feelings like that? Ripping this Band-Aid all over again. Why? Do it not make sense? Why? When you got 6 minors on the indictment, you have now participating, cooperating parents who really did take the bait, who really did lie on the stand and lie and say that that wasn't their daughter when it was, who really was a part of the conspiracy. Literally, that's what the indictment says, that the parents were conspiring with, because they found out that R.Kelly was messing with their daughter, and they went along with covering it up. Oh, yeah. But y'all want to talk about some dildo deal that didn't go through it, and some fake ass fraudulent text messages. Oh, come on, somebody. I'm not going to play with y'all, okay? We focusing on Illinois, the very thing they don't want y'all to focus on. Why are we talking about something that happened back in April, March? Why? I don't understand. I'm out of here. What are we talking about? Why are we talking about some throwback text messages that came out in April? Because again, they don't want to talk about the 12-year-old, the 13-year-old, the 15, the 16-year-old. That's it. These babies were nowhere near consenting age in any state, let alone Illinois. So poof, let's talk about the parents. Let's talk about the text messages. Oh, how dare that mama teach her daughter how to seduce R.Kelly. Really? Oh, okay. Y'all some idiots. This came back in the appeal months ago. We tried to tell y'all. I literally broke it down with no bias of any. I didn't use, well, I got these text messages to prove y'all. I didn't do that. I went by the transcripts. I went back to the evidence of this, of the text messages. I sure did. This was no coercion, no battery in my back by the Clares. They didn't pay me. I just said, okay, let me see. Just like I did with the land fairs. And on the contrary, it's receipts, real receipts, literally. This transaction went to daddy. This transaction went to mama. This card got signed over to daughter. Real receipts. Illinois starts next month. Put your thinking caps on, people. Focus. And stop being sucked in to this old throwback stuff. The media is late. We're going to need y'all to catch up, media. Shade room. Worldstar, you're late. You're late. Us YouTubers, we already ripped this Band-Aid off. Join us. Okay? And again, anything to deflect off of what this bastard did. Anything. We're gonna go back all the way back there, months back. After this man done been indicted, convicted. Give me just one moment.
What the hell is wrong with you people? Every famous nigga that gets arrested is not Nelson Mandela. Yes, the government conspires to put a lot of innocent black men in jail on fallacious charges. But R. Kelly is not one of those men. We all know the nigga can sing. But what happened to standards? What happened to bare minimums? You a fan of R. Kelly? You want to help R. Kelly? Then get some counseling for R. Kelly. Introduce him to some older women. Hide his camcorder. But don't pretend like the man is a hero.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not going to take the bait. We're going to continue to talk about what's current, okay? We're not late. Maybe we early, y'all. Maybe we early over here. Maybe we early over here at Whitney D TV, okay? Maybe we're above. Maybe we higher, okay, over here. We are literally pussy popping and backtracking. Why are we going back to April, March? Have fun with that. Okay. In other news, you guys can join me on tomorrow for Evidence Over Emotions. Okay. The road to Illinois' trial for R. Kelly, as we're reading the current, okay, stance in which this man is in with all 6 of the minors. Okay. With Lisa Van Allen able to finally testify. With us hearing the corruption and conspiracy of some real parents that sold their children off. Don't need no text messages, baby. They were in court line. They got receipts from settlements. They weren't trying to do no deal. They just wanted the money. Not gonna play with y'all. We current over here. Okay, we not back in April, March. We current. We're getting ready for August. Have fun with that. And my viewers, y'all can have fun with tickling people's fancy. I know, but we got it ain't a slow week. It's a lot of news out here. Okay, it's a lot that we can be talking about. All right. Okay. I love y'all. Okay, let me see what y'all had to say in the chat, and we're gonna wrap this up. I'm just saying, Mary Blue. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just saying. Yes, the land fairs. Exactly. Okay, I'm with you. That's why I'm saying, look, I'm not saying I'm not being biased, nothing like that, but you can show me some receipts, some real receipts, literally, that I received a payment here, and that's receipts, not some janky text messages. A fake, not it wasn't fake, it was real. Okay, a real freaking singing dildo deal, which like I said, I was like, what the hell? But look, child, okay, look. It could have been worse. Okay, I look. All right, look. Okay. But anyways, okay, like, no, daddy's sitting on the stand watching his baby get pissed on and saying that's not his daughter. Throw his ass up under the jail. Oh, too late. He's buried under the ground. Okay. I don't have no remorse for him. None. Okay. None. Hey, Monique. Long time no see. She says, hey, Whitney, I haven't caught it live in a minute, but trust, I've been catching up. Illinois is about to put him underway. Under the jail, that part. That's what I say. I don't care about no 30. Oh, but you wait until Illinois. Y'all got to understand it's a negotiation thing, y'all. It's negotiation. Okay? All right? The government and the prosecutors, the prosecutor and defense, they talk. Y'all see these lawyer shows? And they be like, I got this. I'll give you this for this time and this and that. They negotiate. They know what evidence is going to be used. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. We're actually going to hear about the Illinois evidence that's going to be omitted. Okay? You're going to hear about the parents. Okay? Cooperating now. Well, the mama, she ain't got no choice because she's trying to avoid from getting in jail. Okay? Her trifling ass. Okay? Couldn't be me. I wish my husband would. Yeah. Put his butt up under there. Okay? No, I'm telling it. I'm snitching. This ninja messed with my daughter, and then you're going to have to take me out. I'm sorry. You can't threaten me. I'm a die. Then. All right, over 100 devices says, great video. Thank you so very much. Thank you. She said, I'm sleepy. All right, good night, honey. Thank you for tuning in. And good night to y'all. Sorry I went on a little tangent, but it's like, child, what are we talking about? I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. Why are we rehashing this and talking about this again? Like, child, do we not have more stuff to talk about? I know we do. I know we do. All these updates coming with Illinois, and we still in New York? Okay. Well, I love y'all so very much. And thank you for tuning in to another installation of Evidence Over Emotions. They called him Daddy too. Okay. The John Doe's of R.KELLY. And we will be back on next week for the final. Okay. The final about Lewis. Okay. We're going to be finishing his testimony next week and starting baby boys back their nephew's testimony. Okay. And that's somebody who actually slept with ass. Okay. And the likes of the other girls. Okay. Nephew is very, very current. Okay. Very, very involved. Okay. So we're going to hear about his story next week. But tomorrow, like I said, Katie says, thank everyone for coming. Have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for that. See, that's but yes, y'all have to tune in tomorrow as we continue the road to Illinois. Be tomorrow, same back place, same back time. I'm actually, it's already pre-recorded. We're going to do one part during the day, during the morning, because it's like 46 pages. So I want to cut it down so it won't be an overkill. So we're gonna read the first part during the afternoon, and we're gonna come back tomorrow night for the continuation. I believe I haven't scheduled it just yet. Okay, but not for nothing, I want to give a shout out to Shuja Organic Probiotic Juice. This is my favorite kind, vibrant probiotic, and I am a brand ambassador. Okay, yes. As you can find this at Walmart, Target, or Kroger, Kroger, or any Whole Foods stores. Okay, again, shouts out to Shazazz Creation, Louis Z Boutique, and Shea Michelle Cosmetics, y'all. I got so many brand deals. It's amazing. It's a blessing, okay? But not for nothing, thank y'all so very much for tuning in, and I will see you guys on tomorrow, but next week for another installation of Evidence Over Emotions. I love y'all so very much, and I'll see you soon. Deuces. What up, you guys? Whitney D here with Whitney DCD, and we have merch.
What up? Hey, lovelies. We are now on Apple Podcasts. Yes. For my iPhone users, just a little something for you. Head over to the Apple Podcast app and type in Whitney DTV in the search bar and click the check to add me to your dashboard and listen to your girl on the go. Powered by Anchor FM by way of Spotify.
Keep it cute or get the boot.